Hello, everybody. Welcome to another show. Lars, just a few minutes late, so we're going to show a couple of my movies that are out now that are available on Amazon Prime. The first one here is going to be The Searching. So here you go.
And for all you Bigfoot hunters, there have been reports of Sasquatch sightings all over the Appalachians these past few days. Authorities recommend that you take proper precautions. Be careful out there.
This is where the sighting occurred.
Well, that's what they said. Rob, they're here. It's right behind you!
What the hell is that? We need to get the hell out of here now. I'm with you. Let's go.
Okay, again, that is Searching, available on Amazon Prime. Now here is In the Shadows, which was also available on Amazon Prime.
Marlon Hatcher hasn't spoken in 35 years. That's what you're telling me?
That's exactly what I'm telling you.
I find that hard to believe, Doctor.
He just sits in front of the window staring out at nothing. Past the hills, past the trees, past the days and nights, to this moment.
What's going on?
Your wife's been murdered.
What? How?
I think I can answer that question for you, Tom.
Dr. Lucas, what are you doing here?
Arlen has escaped.
Grandpa, where are you? Did you hear something? Oh my god. Jess? Tommy? How are you? Hello? Are you there?
There you go. Well, to start off with Lar Park Lincoln, I think most of you know her from Friday the 13th, The New Blood. She's the lead actress in that. And she's also in the movie House 2, many more. She was a regular on Knots Landing, a TV show back in the 90s. Really nice lady. I've got a few projects coming up this year. I mean, at least two. One, Sacred Grounds. It's a Western based. It's basically cowboys and Indians and Bigfoots. I think people's going to enjoy it. We're going to hopefully have a really great cast on that. We have also Cemeteries. It's based off a true story here in my backyard here in Ohio. There was a hanging judge back in the 1800s that he was the judge and the executioner, and he would be the one actually hanging whoever he sentenced to death for their crimes. And he's supposed to be, the urban legend is, haunting the cemetery to this day. And that's going to be another good one. I guess it's in the line of The Conjuring. And then I got a TV series we're hoping to get off the ground this year. It's called The Apocalyptic. It's basically a apocalypse of the world, and then you have survivors, and then chaos happens. But if anybody wants to send messages, ask comments, or whatever, to ask Laura any questions or ask me any questions. Then let's see, what else can we talk about here until Laura gets on here? Okay. I've done some conventions. A lot of my friends are at conventions. So if there's anybody out there who's going to try to get me into a convention or try to book me, here I can give you my email address. Let me see what we got here. There you go. It's nightmarefilms@gmail.com. For my movies, I have merchandise, and you can actually get that in my nightmarefilms.com. We got the DVDs, Blu-rays, T-shirts, posters, a little bit of everything. Let's see here. And if you see my movie posters here behind me, and of course you can see there's Sacred Grounds on there, and Apocalyptic, and Cemeteries. Let's see if I got any comments over here. Let's see, I'm doing pretty good, Ron. How was doing? So does anybody have any questions out there? Just feel free to ask me. Could anybody tell me if I look blurry to them on here? Because I'm seeing blurry. I don't know what that is. I have no clue. Let's see if I can find what that is. Don't know what that is. So any questions from anybody? Let's see. Yeah, I'm blurry. Okay, here's Laura. Laura just texted me. Okay. Okay. I don't know why I'm blurry. Doesn't make sense. Here, I'm going to throw the trailer back on there one more time, guys. I'm sorry. I got to figure out why this is blurry. And I'll go ahead and throw the trailer in the shadows.
Marlon Hatcher hasn't spoken in 35 years. That's what you're telling me?
That's exactly what I'm telling you.
I find that hard to believe, Doctor.
He just sits in front of the window staring out at nothing. Past the hills, past the trees, past the days and nights, to this moment.
What's going on?
Your wife's been murdered.
What? How?
I think I can answer that question for you, Tom.
Dr. Lucas, what are you doing here?
Harlan has escaped.
Grandpa, where are you?
Did you hear something? please. Hello? Are you there?
There, I think that's a little bit better. Laura says she's about ready to come on. I think she's trying to get on now, so we're waiting for her to get on here. Let's see if I got any more comments. Oh, thanks, Nathan. Loves the movie. All right. Thanks, Justin. Actually, I'm going back in, basically doing a kind of like, I guess you can call it a director's cut, but we'll probably just swap out the one we have there now. Just my a little bit stronger version from me. I guess everybody has their own taste and what they want their movie to be. So here, and I'll see. I guess we can watch the searching. I'm sorry. Here we go. Oh, almost, she said.
And for all you Bigfoot hunters, there have been reports of Sasquatch sightings all over the Appalachians these past few days. Authorities recommend that you take proper precautions. Be careful out there.
This is where the sighting occurred.
Well, that's what they said. Rob, they're here. It's right behind you!
What the hell is that? We need to get the hell out of here now. I'm with you. Let's go.
Hey, there we go. Oh, so Laura's going to take us on a little, I guess, a little trip when she gets on here. She's going to show us around her studio. She auditions actors and teaches them how to act. So that should be interesting. She's saying something else here. Wait for it. So does anybody have any questions that they would like me to ask Laura, or you just want to wait till she gets there? And caller was sent to. Sent to. Let me see here. But anyway, I'm going to have a future guest. I'm going to have Michael Perret and Robert Romanus. Robert Romanus, sure everybody seen Fast Times at Ridgemont High. He played Damone, Ticket Scalper. Be having him and Michael on talking about The Searching and In the Shadows, which they both star in. I'm looking to hopefully get Kane Hodder to be coming on and Tony Moran. Got some people talking to them, trying to get them to come on. I'm going to be doing some other type things. I'm going to probably bring some musicians, rock stars, people like that on. I know it's Nightmare Films and Lights, Camera, Horror, but I guess everybody has something horror that happened in their field. We'll be bringing wrestlers on, people like wrestling. A little bit of everything, not just to one thing here. So let's see here. She sent me a thing here. I don't see it. I don't see it anywhere. Okay. All right. Well, I'm sorry. I thought I had a Lar on here right now, so I gotta try to get something. I'll show you the opening for the for my lights camera here. Okay, looking for something else on here. I can show you some behind the scene footage of In the Shadows here. No, okay. Okay, still waiting for Lar. Anybody have more questions on here? See, Brenda. Awesome intro. Yes, Brenda. Thanks. Oh, James Posing. He's a star in my The Searching. Here, I'll put the question up there. Would be interested to know who directed her episode of 90210. How was the experience? Oh, hey, that's awesome, James. I'll put that back up when she gets on here, Jamie. Let's see. Past 100. Yeah, Rich Mile High was good, Ron. It was really good. Let's see here. Any other questions out there? I need something to talk about, so. This is crazy. Let's see here. Okay. Anybody have any questions of the future projects I have? Sacred Grounds, Apocalyptic, Cemeteries? I apologize. This is only my second episode. I'm not kind of seasoned yet. Let's see here. Thanks, Joy. Is that the In the Shadows trailer, or is that the Searching trailer, Joy? Started in 2014, Ron, directing. It's been a rough road getting there, that's for sure. But I think these projects that are coming up, Sacred Grounds, my producers for that, I have, let's see here. Okay. Laura's trying to get their camera working here so they can get on here. But my producers for it, I got Beverly Randolph, who's also in my The Searching movie, and her husband Clayton Hartley are both producers for that movie. The Apocalyptic, James Bosian, my star in the Searching, is writing the pilot as we speak to get it going. We have the preview basically done with I believe 7 episodes, the pilot with 7 episodes. It's going to be a good one. I probably need to bring Jamie on here for an interview also. Cemeteries, my producer for Cemeteries, I have Matthew Berry. He's a Hollywood casting director. He did the Rush Hour movies, The Notebook, Con Air, Alpha Dog, and his business partner, Ron Wells, is also the producer of it. Very talented guys. I mean, they're really smart. It's nice to have them kind of guys behind you, helping you. Yeah, it's going to be fun to do those. Of course, everything's about money, and we got to get all that together. But I got some cast people I want to put in Sacred Grounds, which I think a lot of people is going to enjoy. Just can't mention it yet, but do have some good ones. Hey, thanks, Deanna. Let's see. It's true, Ron. It's nothing. It's handed to you, that's for sure. It's but you know, it happens. Everything happens for reasons. I mean, we all want to be successful at everything we do. But now, you know, I know that you got to have really good people in every position behind every part of the aspects of production. If you don't have it, it's a nightmare. The actresses I had last week, I want to thank them, and I want to thank Jennifer Banco for getting me to Lar. Let's see here. Jennifer Banco played the young Tina, which Lar plays the adult Tina in Friday 13th and New Blood. Let me answer her back here. Okay. Let's see here. All right. Come on, guys, keep bringing some more questions in. Let's see. I guess I could talk about the Searching. The Searching is basically it's the first of the I guess you can say the Cowboys and Indians, but it's not. It's the Sacred Grounds is the prequel to The Searching. So Bigfoot's like the Indians had sacred grounds back in the 1800s, and they don't like people coming into their area. And in The Searching, Robert Romanus and Beverly Randolph, they're married in the movie, and they come across the sacred grounds, but they don't know it until it's too late. So, of course, things happen there, and then kind of goes from there. Sure, I'll get a lot of Bigfoot followers and people like that saying, "Oh, the Bigfoots aren't mean," blah 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 blah. Well, I can say to most of them people that say that, or they don't believe in Bigfoot. I mean, they made Godzilla movie, they made King Kong movies, they made all kind of crazy movies that those aren't real. So why not Bigfoot, right? And people might say, "Man, you do a lot of Bigfoot stuff." Well, it's Bigfoot's a phenomenon, and it's fun to do them. My Bigfoot, Brian Saponis, which I'm going to be bringing on here soon too. He did great. And Brian Saponis also played my killer in The Shadows. He's a tall guy. He's a guy. If you look at the poster there, got some young actresses that we filmed this down in Milledgeville, Georgia, in southeast Georgia. And my young actors that auditioned for the movie, man, they're just so much talent down there. It's crazy. But they did really good in the movie. So if you get a chance to see it, watch it. I mean, it's $4.99 for the rent, and then you can buy it for $7.99 on Amazon Prime. Okay. But and then Searching, we filmed that mostly here in Ohio over a span of a few years. We didn't have a Bigfoot the first time we tried. I mean, we had a person that was supposed to make the Bigfoot and didn't do it. So it's kind of revisited it and added more to the story. We even filmed in November of 2022, and that week we filmed. It snowed, which didn't help us. So we filmed a lot of the inside stuff there, and went back and shot some B-roll footage with the Bigfoot to fill in the blanks for the movie. I casted all the young talent from out of Cincinnati, and they did well too. I mean, it was a good time filming. Here's what's John. John, you guys want movies 10? I've been debating on bringing In the Shadows, John, and probably do a show there at Movies 10. I'm sure they would love to have it there. But I haven't got there. We're right in the middle of cleaning it up and adding some good. We need some jump shots in the Shadows. That's the main reason for that. And then I'm going to throw a little bit more of a I guess a little twist for The Searching. I think people will be pleased with what they see. Let's see here. What the best part is I guess putting everything together is fun, and then the production is fun too, as long as it goes smooth. Because when there's money involved, there's a lot of pressure. And let's see here, directing, writing, it's all a process. A lot of people ask me about the writing part. How do I come up with these crazy things? But I don't know. They just pop in my head. But when we did The Searching, we had James Bozing help me write. Chris Nash, everybody knows Chris from Mischief. He's also in the movie. Hey, there's Bill Peniston watching. Yeah, he plays the partner to James Bozing in The Searching, and he plays and he fit the role perfectly. The grandpa in The Shadows, which he wears a hood, which that's probably a good thing. Ain't that right, Bill? But and then I get a lot of people asking me, am I going to play a role, and nah, I'd rather be behind and watching. I mean, I'm also going to try to get Zach Galligan. He's also in the movie. He's the boy that got Gizmo in Gremlins. Um, Super nice guy. How long does it take? Well, if you do it right the first time, Ron, it's usually 3 weeks. You know, if you get it, if you got a budget, you can go 3 to 4 weeks, but the budget's always the hard part. And the crew, I mean, you want to get a really, really fantastic crew, like the crew we had down in Georgia. They did the Avengers movies, a lot of things that are filmed in Georgia because they got a really good tax credit. But the In the Shadows, we did a few days of shooting the inside scenes November 22 when it was really cold. We could do a lot of outside stuff, and it was, my God, it was so cold. But we did a few days there, and then we went down to Milledgeville and shot the rest of it in about, I think it was 6 days. So it was a total week and a half, a little over a week and a half. We crammed it in there. It was, but you know, it went pretty smooth down there. It wasn't too bad. I had some really good talent people down there. It's really good. But you know, I think even the big movies, you know, that, you know, big Hollywood movies, they're months filming, and then the post is, you know, you got pre-production, setting everything up, getting the actors in place, getting the locations, getting all that in place, and then you get on set, the film, you got to have everything right going, because, you know, time's money, especially in this business. It's really expensive every day. And then the post is probably the most difficult, because, you know, you got to get the sound right, the color right, the editing's got to be chopped up perfectly, and it's a lot of work. I mean, it's not like just getting the camera out there, shooting it, and you go, and that's it. It's sound's got to be right, just a lot of things. But it's fun, you know, it's fun, but at the same time, man, it can be really stressful. I'm still waiting for her. Let's see. Okay, she's doing a really quick shot, and then she's going to be ready to rock and roll, she said. All right. Let's see. Any more questions here? Let's see. Oh, yeah, I think people are really going to like the apocalyptic. I mean, if you like The Walking Dead, it's basically Walking Dead on steroids. Uh, we got a elusive creature in there. That what it is, it's kind of like they're not slow walking zombies or dead, whatever you want to call them, The Walking Dead, but they're fast. They're kind of like I Am Legend. They're fast, strong, except they're not afraid of the daylight. So it ain't like you can. I guess you can say, what's the movie? Quiet Place, where you got to be quiet because, you know, if they hear you, they're on you like that. So it ain't like you can run from them or whatever. So it's an interesting project. It's gonna be fun to shoot, and I can't wait to see what Jamie comes up with the pilot. I mean, I already got the outline of it, but I'd like to see what he comes up with. So now cemeteries. Cemeteries. I mean, if wait, we got another one here. Sounds like it's going to be really good. Which one, Craig? Which one sounds like it's going to be good? But cemeteries, I'm going to really make it. It's going to be scary. I mean, it's going to be really, really creepy. I mean, paranormal, you know, ghosts and things like that. Uh, they're basically going to be fighting a demon in this. If you see the eyes on my Nightmare films, that was Ron Wells that came up with that poster there of cemeteries, and I told him, and I'm just going to try to get something for a logo, and he came up with and he said, "Wow, that," and then there you go, Nightmare Films. He's very talented, like I said. And then I told him I was going to do this, and then I came up with this little demon guy here, Grim Reaper or whatever, holding the logo. Let's see here. Let me see if this went here yet. There, maybe. No, I ain't got it yet. Any questions from anybody? Laura says she's coming, so just hang on there if you would, just for a little longer, and we'll get it going. I know I'm boring. Let's see here. Yeah, D. Once the projects come together, it's kind of cool. It comes off as an idea in my head, and then it just windfall. It just goes bam, 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 and then next thing you know, you got a movie done. But the movie business, all about you got to have a budget. That's all it comes down to. If you don't have that, you can't make anything. And if you do, if you got a small budget, it's hard to make a small budget, should I say, into a blockbuster movie, because it's almost impossible. No, David, they're not on Netflix. I think we're going to be going on. I know we're going on to Tubi with these two movies, with Searching and In the Shadows. We're going to be going on Shudder. Okay, hold on 1 second, guys. Don't leave. I'm gonna. She said she's in the waiting room. I don't see her. Let's see here. How do I do that? Let's see. Okay, guys, I'm going to try to get Laura on here. I'm going to go ahead and throw the. I'm sorry. I'm going to throw In the Shadows on her so you guys aren't bored. But hold on a second. Okay, thanks.
Marlon Hatcher hasn't spoken in 35 years. That's what you're telling me?
That's exactly what I'm telling you.
I find that hard to believe, Doctor.
He just sits in front of the window staring out at nothing. Past the hills, past the trees, past the days and nights, to this moment.
What's going on?
Your wife's been murdered.
What? How?
I think I can answer that question for you, Tom.
Dr. Lucas, what are you doing here?
Harlan has escaped.
Grandpa, where are you? Did you hear something? Oh my god. Jess? Tommy? How are you? Hello? Are you there?
Okay, I had to resend the link to this back to Laura. She said it ended, so let's see if she can get back on here. Hi Lisa, how you doing? Hey, there she is.
Lynn.
Hey Laura, how you doing?
I'm doing good. Thank you for giving me some more time. We just ran late in the studio and one of the actors' car battery died on our way here. And the link was weird. So thank you so much.
Yeah. No, I'll see if I can make this bigger. There we are.
There you go.
Yeah. So how you doing?
I'm doing good. Thank you.
Awesome. Well, I guess a lot of people on here, so I told them that if they got any questions for you, go for it. But I'll go ahead and start with you. How's that? My first questions is how did you get started in acting?
Well, I knew in third grade I was going to be an actress. I knew, and I told everyone, and they just kind of gave me a look like, yes, I wore thick Coke bottle glasses and very gangly, and I just knew. So when I got to be about 12, I started really trying to become an actor, and it was very hard. My dad was Army, so we were on Army bases. Never done any classes. There's no casting on Army bases in the 70s. So I started modeling, which was beautiful because I'm only 5'4".
Yeah.
But it kind of started a whole industry of more petite modeling. And I ended up modeling for 8 years while I was taking acting classes and modeled all over the world. And then finally I went, oh, I'm done with that. And it was just straight into more rejection for another couple of years.
It's not easy. That's why I was just talking to some people on here, asking questions that filmmaking, how hard is it to do filmmaking and all that kind of stuff. It's like everything's about money. Everything.
It's hard because it takes so many people to make a project happen and have a synergy to it. And so, just even when you're trying to get cast in something, there's someone that wrote it, and someone has to buy it, and someone has to put out the casting notices, and then you have to have auditions, and then all of that starts to work with the production side, and they have 100 people to get together. And suddenly it all comes together like music, if you're lucky.
It's true, yeah, because so I write, I direct, and I produce my movie. And it's so funny because I had Beverly Randolph, and Jennifer Banco and Marcia Dietland.
I did see that. That was
she's all three of them. But what's so funny is that Beverly goes, Marcia, you're the only one that never played a Tina. because
So-
she never played Tina role in a movie. Like
Other
Beverly.
tall Tina?
No, Beverly played Tina in Return of the Living Dead.
Oh.
Jennifer Banco played your Tina, younger version of Tina.
Right. I didn't know that Beverly was also a Tina.
Yeah, she was a Tina in Return of the Living Dead. Yeah.
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
That's fun. Yeah, I'd love to chat with her. I think that would be fun.
Well, I told Marcia, I said, I like getting a lot of actors. I love veteran actors because you know what you're going to get.
I hope so.
And I don't have to worry about auditioning you for a part because I know you're going to pull it off no matter. I mean, you do all kind of genres.
Right.
Knots Landing. I mean,
Yes.
come on.
Yes.
Yeah, you pulled that off really well. So, yeah. So I told Marcia I'll write a character, Tina, and Sacred Grounds for her.
That's
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah. And I told him, I said, well, we're going to get Laura in Sacred Grounds as well. So yeah.
Sounds yummy. What's the plot line?
It's cowboys. It's a Western.
It's a Western.
It's cowboys, Indians, and Bigfoots.
Well, I have a lot of actors that fill any roles.
Yeah. Oh, it might sound like it's corny, but it's not. It's going to be a really good story because there's a lot of folklore about the Indians and the Bigfoots back in the day.
Oh,
you know?
yeah.
Yeah. And I have Indian in me. So that's kind of special for me. I'm from Southeast Ohio here. So
where are you now? Where are you located right now?
in Southeast by Athens, Ohio.
Okay.
You know where Athens is?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, it's like a little over an hour from Columbus, Southeast.
I think I've actually been very close to there.
Oh, really?
It might have been Ohio. I might sound a little there's this incredible place. It might not have been Ohio, but it was called Monster Pizza. Have you ever heard of it?
No, where was that at?
Pizza. It's this little pizza dive that this granddad bought when he retired. He's collected monster memorabilia for 40 years. He buys this pizza place and his kids are in there running it, and they bring in us actresses, and we come in. He has a full studio room. He shows the film. And we visit with everyone, have some pizza. It's in the middle of nowhere. It's an incredible spot. I was driven from Ohio to somewhere. I don't even know what state I was in now that I'm thinking about it. I couldn't even tell you. We need to look that up. Where the hell is Monster Pizza? I'll find out. I have somebody looking right now. We're going to find out.
There you go.
Well, I can't think that the film sounds corny. I mean, I did Sky Sharks in Germany.
Well, Beverly's one of my producers, and Clayton, her husband, Clayton Hartley, they're both producing. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. Now it's a prequel to my Searching movie. I'll see if I can even see it on here anywhere. No, I don't see it on there. You want me to show you the trailer?
Oh,
okay. Yeah. I'll put a trailer. I already showed these guys because I had no. I wasn't really. I should have been prepared, but I wasn't. So.
I'm so sorry to all of you.
No. So here's the Searching. So I'll let you watch it. Here we go.
And for all you Bigfoot hunters, there have been reports of Sasquatch sightings all over the Appalachians these past few days. Authorities recommend that you take proper precautions. Be careful out there.
This is where the sighting occurred.
Well, that's what they said. Hello? Here. It's right behind you!
What the hell is that? We need to get the hell out of here now. I'm with you. Let's go.
That's it.
You gotta love actors running from monsters. That's very good.
Well, you're used to that.
Yes, that was a great monster. Who was in the costume?
Brian Saponis. He's starting to work his way. He does a lot of films with Lisa Rose.
Wait,
Yeah.
Lisa Wilcox?
No, Rose.
Oh, Rose.
Yeah. You know her?
I know. No, I don't.
You don't know Lisa? Okay.
No,
Yeah.
oh, Lisa. Okay.
Yeah.
No, of course I do. Very well. I
Yeah.
was not. I
It's
was
okay.
different names. That's you're a little too far for me from my
Oh.
volume up.
Yeah. Oh, my volumes needs to go up?
No, my volume does, and it's on the top.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
where Monster Pizza was, Mary?
Yeah, that's where we were at.
It's in Indiana.
Oh, Indiana. Yeah, that's right next door. Yeah.
So I was in Ohio doing something. That's what happened.
Now, did you ever? There's a place over in Pittsburgh. You ever go to that? I think it's a Comic-Con. I think. Have you ever went to that one in Pittsburgh?
I would have to know like the name of that.
Yeah,
Like
I have no clue.
But no,
Yep.
I know Felissa. We've worked together on a lot of promotional products and appearances and things. She's just a lovely person. Her heart really is as big as it is portrayed.
Yeah, Beverly told me a lot. I mean, she's really a good person. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, she's that person all the way through. It's like
Yeah. So how did you land the Friday 13th role?
Well, I was very simply just doing the audition dance in LA where you just go on so many auditions.
Mhm.
A lot of people think actors are picking every film and every genre, and that's not really true. In
No.
the beginning, let's see, I'd been acting 10 years when I got it. And so at that point, I had been acting 17 years. Actually.
Oh, wow.
Because I was about 26 or so playing that character, I think, something like that. 87, I'm not sure. But just a lot of auditions. And
Right.
it was called Birthday Bash. They didn't want to release the script. That was the name that was on the scripts. You go and you read, and I had to do all of the most dramatic scenes in the film in this tiny little office, and imagining, got the call back. And at the time, my husband had read the script, and he's like, "Babe, this isn't Birthday Bash. This is Friday 13th. We were Friday 13th fans.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
This is Friday. This is Jason." I said, "No, it's Ethan." He goes, "It's Jason." And I looked at it again. I went in there. I'm like, I know what this is. I know what I'm reading for. I'm down for it.
You think everybody else thought the same thing? That read
I
it?
don't know if everybody would have. I mean, I guess if they were fans of the series.
Right.
So at first I only had the scenes for the
Yeah.
audition. They give you the script when you're going in, usually for a callback. You get to get a little more information, and did that. And then this is something y'all might not know. We did this makeup and hair test for Tina to make her goth, black hair, goth makeup. I'm like, and John Beekler, the director, and I were like, this is not Tina. She's an innocent. She's not this goth chick going after Jason. And thank goodness they switched it all back.
Right.
That would have just been wrong. That wouldn't have worked at all.
Yeah, I can't see that character being goth at all. I mean,
No.
it don't even make sense, does it?
The actress that played the bitchy Melissa, they dyed her redheaded because John Beekler wanted her to kind of look like Ginger from Gilligan's Island, and it looked awful, so they dyed her back to the blonde. And the character, Elizabeth Caton, who played the character that goes out into the water,
Yeah.
they dyed her from blonde to red, and it was just like, what color are all of us, and why?
Well, I tell you what, there's a Bigfoot fan page on Facebook. I'm not Bigfoot. I'm sorry, Friday 13th fan page.
Oh, okay.
And they always ask, "What's your favorite Friday 13th?" You wouldn't believe how many people say 7. I mean, a lot of people are likes the originals and things like that.
The original you can't beat. First 2 cannot beat.
But they were saying that 7 was their favorite. So that's kind of cool.
That's
why I asked Beverly, then I asked Jennifer, because I knew Jennifer knew you. I said, "Hey, I'd like to get Lar on." And that's why. See, this social network stuff helps everybody out. It just does.
It does so much. And I think I've been told people fell in love with Tina because they felt like she was fighting demons. Kind of, a lot of people who may have social anxiety or they're just bullied. Some people are bullied, and they said they just love say, Tina didn't run from the monster, which could be anything in your life, any monster in your life, but she kept going after it, even though. And a lot of people told me they liked that about her. So I'm happy. I'm happy for
Did you
people.
have any? Did you have any parts of the movie that you was difficult, like physically or anything? Did you have a problem with like demanding? Really?
No,
You went smooth?
the hours of working, because we shot in a, like in a hangar in a warehouse, and the hours of working in LA, you drive, it's hour and a half drive there, and then we'd shoot for 12 to 16, and then drive home. So it was the hours weighed on me, but that was it. And Tina was in a state of emotional stuff a lot. So and you shoot movies out of order, right? So I had to keep really good notes on the levels of where I was in each scene to make the match, and just the crying, the physical crying was exhausting.
Yeah.
But not the physical part of the shooting of the physical monster stuff. Yeah.
Did you know who is Beverly's husband in the movie The Searching? Did you see the beginning there? Did you hear his voice? That's Robert Romanus.
I'm blanking on names. I'm so sorry.
Robert Romanus. He played Damone on Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Oh wow! No kidding.
Yeah, he was in it. Yeah.
Gosh,
Got Zach Galligan from Gremlins in it.
I'm not sure which one he was in Gremlins. Yeah.
Zach Galligan. He's the one that got Gizmo.
Oh my goodness. It's like, so many people are connected through so many projects.
Yes. Yeah.
Really. In fact, that's what I coach my actors all the time. I was casting something this morning. I'm not really a casting director, but I've done more and more of it. I cast a Ghost Party that I did, 2 years ago, and another film. And so I was casting this part this morning, and everybody's having to send everything in really fast, and while we were doing a shoot here at the studio. So this day off was a little crazy, gotta tell you. So there's some wine waiting for me in a minute and a half. But actors have to understand that so much of the industry is connecting and networking with people you've worked with who liked working with you, and they'll remember, and they'll go, oh, we need an actress for this. And someone will say, oh, I worked with Lar in that, and she's trying to do unusual roles, so she might like this crazy lady that's this little role. I'm like, yeah, I would love that. So it's really important for actors to learn how to keep up with their network.
Oh yeah. Well, that's what brings my next question. How did Knots Landing come to you?
Oh, that one was, I was a fan. I watched it, throughout throughout the 80s. I had watched the show because it was one of the longest running shows behind Bonanza for like a million years. I think we were on 7 years. And I went in to read for the role of Donna Mills in Flashback. She was the blonde bombshell.
Yes.
And so I went in to read for that, and it was going to be 2 episodes, no more. And I went in and read that with a room full of 5'4" blonde, blue eyes. And after I finished reading, they said, we'd like you to read for this role. Can you just go look at it? I'm like, oh, it was for the whole network. They were deciding that day. And I stepped out, and it was pages. And I went into the room where they were holding the actresses that were reading for that part. All 5'9" brunettes. And I was like,
boy.
No. But I went in and it worked, and they wigged me brown for the first 2 episodes. And that was crazy. And then it just kept going. Actually, fans, I think, were a big part of bringing the character back after the first 2 episodes. So.
Well, for us guys, especially back then, I mean, you see Nicolette Sheridan, then you see Lar Park Lincoln, you're like, So.
Time's up.
Yeah.
Nicolette walks across the stage. That's all.
Yeah, exactly. So, I know you've done a lot of stuff. So what's been your favorite role to play?
Overall,
In the movie. What's that?
Knots Landing's been one of my favorite roles for 5 years. Played 2 characters on that show. And then, I've really liked so much that I've done working with Michael Landon on Highway to Heaven and Jessica on Murder, She Wrote. Those were career highlights for me, working with talent like that. That was
my friend, who's an actor who's in my Searching movie, and he's writing a pilot for the Apocalyptic. You see up above my head here? See Apocalyptic? Yes. Yeah, that's going to be a TV series.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's gonna be like The Walking Dead, but on steroids. So he's getting
Oh,
a pilot together. Yeah.
oh,
So here's a question that he wanted me to ask you. So here you go. Can
okay.
you see that?
I can't read the whole thing.
It says it would be interesting to know who directed her episode of 90210 and how was the experience.
Oh, shoot, who directed it?
Yeah.
Need somebody to look that up. We're gonna look that up.
Do you remember the Wraith TV
Yes.
movie? He played. Remember that was the guy that drank the motor oil. Remember that it was two goofballs, and they're driving the car, and then. But anyway, James Bosian is one of those guys. He's the little guy.
Oh wow. Well, hey
Yeah.
James, I was a fan of 90210 also. So
Yeah.
you know, and they kind of, the character was similar to Knots Landing. She was different, that she was all business, and it's always a little scary. Like my first day on Knots Landing, they had already all worked together for 12 years or 10 years, and so that was weird. And then first day on 90210, I'm in there with everyone, and I think Jason Priestley directed me, honestly, but I could be wrong. It was funny because after doing that, and you go on a show and your character insults everyone. So that's always, I insulted everyone on Knots Landing and insulted everyone on 90210. So it's like, goodness. But really a fun shoot. Now, during 90210, I was scheduled to do more shows, but my husband passed away at the time. And so Aaron Spelling, who was the executive producer, incredible man, I worked for him several times. He was so gracious, and he kind of squished the episodes together and let me get my stuff done. And I liked the episode. And then a couple weeks later, my daughter, Piper Lincoln, is an actress, and she was little, and she'd been acting, doing fine, and growing up in it. And I took her in to read for her audition. I'm standing over there. She sees Jason Priestley. My little 6-year-old suddenly fangirled like crazy and couldn't read her lines. And I'm just like, Piper, she's like, ah, and she just literally started fangirling. She didn't get that job. And I'm like slinking out. I've been working for 6 years since she was 2 months old. And anybody know who's the director?
James Fargo.
Oh, James Fargo was the director.
There you go, Jamie. James Fargo. Fargo, right?
Yeah.
Wow. Is he still in the business?
I'm not sure.
Huh.
Find out.
Find out.
Somebody look this up. You know, it's so great that we can seem so smart with the internet these days.
Well, I tell you what, I was growing up especially, but I'm a big fan of House. Oh my gosh. And then when they brought part 2 out, which I'm glad they put that humor in there, because that humor is what makes it. Oh, House 2. There you go.
There you go. Right there.
Yeah. Well, who's this guy with the mask?
Yeah, he pops up around here every once in a while.
Yeah. Well, that's funny that you got yours there. Beverly had. You seen Return of the Living Dead?
Yeah, of course.
Remember the ghoul, whatever you want to call him? Yeah.
Oh.
He had his head on our episode last week, like you have yours of Jason there. That's funny.
Hey, we got to, you know.
I'm going to make me those greatest hits once I get a few more of these in here. So anyway, House 2, how'd that go? I mean, I know it was a small little role there, but how'd that go?
Well, it was a kind of a crazy, different kind of role. It was the first time director, which can sometimes be hard, you know, because they're learning things. But R.A. Gross, who played my boyfriend,
A great actor.
You know, Dreamboat, and he's done so much work, right? So my $300 car broke the day of my callbacks on House 2. Wow. And I called my manager and I'm like, my car is broken. So he came to pick me up in his Jag. I had to drop him off at his office, and then I got to drive my manager's Jag to the audition. So
that's awesome.
I felt very cool. Scared. I was scared to death.
Was House 2 after Friday 13th? I don't know. All the years start coming together. Oh, you already had clout. You had clout. They're going to give you whatever you wanted then.
It was pretty fun. It was pretty fun pulling up in this valet spot in this beautiful green Jag, I got to tell you.
Yeah. Here's kind of, I don't know if this has ever been asked, but what's it like, a movie that's 30 years plus old, people still talking about it. What's that like for you? I mean,
Well, you know, it's all ages. It
yeah,
just keeps getting fans of all ages. You'd think they'd eventually age out and be gone, but they're not. So the conventions, the appearances are really special because you get all these different fans. And then when we did Roseblood this last 2 years, bringing her back 30 years later and having been in the mental hospital all that time, and it was incredible. It was something I waited for. I loved Peter Anthony, the director writer of that, so much. I can't even tell you. He's an amazing guy, and loved doing Roseblood. I think it was film quality, did incredible work. So I loved bringing the character back. And even in 13 Fanboy, even though that wasn't the actual character, I spoke to the director at length, and I'm like, you can't kill Tina, even though I'm playing a version of myself, because it was important that the hero of Tina stay alive.
right.
And that was hard because when they asked me to do part 8, and they give me the script, and I knew they'd kill off a final girl in the beginning of the next one.
Mm-hmm.
And so I passed. We waited, and I'm like, no. So then they did whatever came out part 8. But I wanted Tina to live, and so then I let her live. So.
Wow, that's pretty cool. You know, here's a question I don't know if you've been asked for either, but you know, you got the Halloween franchise and you got the Friday 13th franchise, and everybody's always saying, hey, who would win between Jason and Michael and all that kind of stuff. Would you ever offered a role in any of the Halloween movies?
No, I wasn't. What's the matter with them?
Yeah, I don't get it. I mean, because it's like,
You know, what did Jamie have I didn't have? She can't fly a couch across a room.
that's true. Yeah, yeah. Or make Michael fly.
Exactly. Gotta
Why
say.
didn't you should have done that with Jason? You should have picked him up and then threw him across the room.
I kind of did. You know,
Was there a part? Was there a part like that? Oh wow, I didn't really see that. So, but another question. I can't believe that. I mean, I don't think there's ever been anybody that's in Friday 13th and Halloween, or from Halloween in the Friday 13th franchise.
I don't know about that, but I did get to do the Freddy's Nightmares, so I crossed that barrier, and I think I'm the only one.
My friend Chris Nash did Freddy's Nightmare, the TV show. Is that what you did? Yeah,
Right.
yeah. He played a cop in it.
Okay. Yeah, I love it so much. Like it was my Twilight Zone, you know, because I love the Twilight Zones. It had that same
too.
Fit, so that's what I pretended I was doing.
Yeah. So other than my movies coming up, do you have any other projects?
Well, I did 5 in the last 2 years of the pandemic. So, Ghost Party was one of my favorites, and you'll meet Marie in a little bit, and I cast her in that. That's how I met her.
Oh wow!
And that is a G-rated film.
Gee, they still make them?
Yeah, Ghost Party is a G-rated film. It's a family film. It's kind of like a Disney haunted house, and the family all comes together to solve, you know, this little mystery. And I was a ghost from the 1920s with blue hair and all. And that is on BroadwayOnDemand.com. It streams there, and I don't know what else to do with it, but I loved doing that. And then I did 13 Fanboy, Roseblood, and I did a film. I'm forgetting one. Yes, I just did one called Bad Bitch, but I'm not the bad bitch. Marie, the minute, is the bad bitch. I play a small town chatty librarian.
Oh, wow.
Which I loved it because I've enjoyed doing some independent films with unusual characters that weren't just Knots Landing or Friday 13th. And so that was unusual. And I did a really interesting film I'm proud of called Autumn Road. And I played a very bitter, depressed, angry mother.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And my daughter was played
That sounds drama.
It was drama. It was shot by a local team here in Denton, Texas. And it's about a story of these 2 brothers that work in kind of a haunted carnival. And a girl gets murdered at the age of 10. She's one of my daughters. So that's what causes the bitterness and she never gets over it, this woman. And Richard Linklater's granddaughter played my daughter. Yeah.
Wow.
Laura.
That's cool.
Yeah, so I found that. Literally, I was shooting one of my students for a role in it, and she booked it, by the way. And I just looked through it. I'm like, is there a role in this for me? And I just called them up. I'm like, is there a role for me? And they're like, no, what? We've only got this really bitter, not very attractive woman. Take it. And there. I was happy with that.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Mhm.
How about the conventions? What do you think? I mean, I think that's where it's coming up, because it's almost like your movie, for example. It's like REO Speedwagon back in the 80s. Now they're bringing them back out, and they're 80 years old up on stage singing. It's crazy.
Oh, really?
No, they're in their late 70s.
Well, I'm not. So
No, I'm not either. I'm just saying that it's like classic rock, classic movies. It's like the
yeah,
same
bringing
thing.
out. I'm messing with you.
I know.
No,
Well, I'm old too, so it's all right.
you got a filter on you right now. Look at you.
Well, because I got these bags under my eyes, and I don't know. I accept it.
I'll send you my makeup team and skincare line.
Wow, there you go.
There
Yeah,
you go.
definitely.
There are so many great things that come out of the convention appearances. At first, it was just so strange, and now you get to meet some of the same people. You meet some actual friends, and you get to meet people that have been fans for a long time. So it's overwhelming in the process of it all. There's a lot going on at a convention. There's a lot. It's a lot of noise. It's a lot of light. It's a lot of people coming this way, right?
Yes.
But it's really it's a cool place to be and hang out once you really realize there's a lot of really sincere people here, right? It doesn't have any fake Hollywood feeling to it. They feel very real most of the time.
That's it. It's I went to a few, and oh yeah, right. Look at this. This is one of my actors from You're Not Old, Mr. Martin. Yeah. Yeah, but I'm trying to get into those conventions, because that's especially the horror and the Comic Cons and things like that. So hopefully I start getting some bookings going, because I want to go out and meet people like you as well. Other actors.
Yeah, just set up your own table if you have to. I mean, a lot of people do. They set up whole tables of their studio stuff, and it's very cool. When I tell my actors to go to the conventions and go with your materials, all the materials we put together, walk that room, because you're going to meet directors and producers, and you need to say, next project. You'll meet people that will remember talking with you.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, that's how I feel, because I'm kind of like the Adam Sandler director. He always has all his friends in all those movies.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure what that meant.
Yeah, that's what that means. Yeah. I like to bring, like, for example, if you're in my movie, you're going to be in my next movie. It's that kind of thing. I like getting people that we all know each other. Yeah. And so it's.
Yeah. That's really cool. That's good. That's good to know. It's good to know.
Yeah. I mean, it's you build a clientele.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then you always have someone that you can call on. That's like when they called me with this casting this morning, it was from an agent who wasn't going to put the casting call out to everyone. So she just called and said, send me your people, send me the people that you got. And I sent her, 4 or 5 people that are right for the role. And then I'm reading the audition, and there's also a guy in the audition. She's only asking me for women. So I write back. She goes, yeah, we'll do the guys, but let's get the women first. So I'm calling the guys also already and getting them on the sides. I'm like, this is coming around the corner. So we'll have this in about 3 days. So,
Yeah, because Beverly, I want to try to get Kane on my show.
Okay.
Because I got the Scream Queens, you, and then I get the girls from last week. I need the killers behind the mask.
Well, also Jason Brooks, who plays in Roseblood.
Yeah.
Great for you. And Peter Anthony is incredible. You definitely need to chat with Peter Anthony. He was our director-writer.
Yeah.
He's got his new film is about to come out called Laugh. And he's just about to release that. He sent me a copy to take a look at it. I said I'd do it tonight or tomorrow. And it's a really intense project. And I think I'm pretty sure he put Terry Kaiser in it, who played our doctor.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Wow.
Forward to seeing that show. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. Well, my next thing is about your class, but I want you to see the trailer for In the Shadows.
Okay, let's see it.
Okay, because this is pretty cool. I really like this movie, so here we go.
Marlon Hatcher hasn't spoken in 35 years. That's what you're telling me?
That's exactly what I'm telling you.
I find that hard to believe, Doctor.
He just sits in front of the window staring out at nothing. Past the hills, past the trees, past the days and nights, to this moment.
What's going on?
Your wife's been murdered.
What? How?
I think I can answer that question for you, Tom.
Dr. Lucas, what are you doing here?
Harlan has escaped.
Grandpa, where are you? Did you hear something? Oh my god. Jess? Tommy? How are you? Hello? Are you there?
Yeah.
And that's streaming now on Amazon Prime.
Yeah, on Amazon. Yeah. So
Loving
yeah,
that.
I'm gonna put Shudder, then Netflix, and all of them probably be coming.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was great. I always say, don't go up the stairs. Don't do that.
You don't like upstairs?
Don't go up the stairs. You know, there's always something there, or you're going to get trapped.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah. Well, she's looking for her friends.
Yes.
Those young actresses are just phenomenal. They're really good. Yeah, they're out of Georgia.
Okay.
Yeah, we filmed in Milledgeville. You ever heard of Milledgeville, Georgia?
No.
It's southeast of Georgia from Atlanta.
No.
Nice little town community. It was.
Yeah.
Actually, it's funny. You might like this. Julia Roberts' character in Pretty Woman.
Yeah.
She's from Milledgeville, Georgia.
Oh,
I didn't know that till later, but yeah, it's funny.
Did you read those actresses from doing a mass casting on Actors Access, or was it just through networking?
It was through one of the agencies down there we went through, and they gave me probably 100 different girls to go through, and yeah, and these two I picked. I mean, one was going to be the other. It's kind of like Jamie Lee Curtis that you can play all three of them girls from Halloween. Right. So yeah, but they were great. They was really good. And did you notice the guy in the that was Michael Pere, Dr. Lucas. That was Robert Romanus. Michael Pere was the cop saying the wife was dead. You remember Michael Pere?
Oh, yes. In fact, no, Marie worked with Eric Roberts, not Michael Pere, right? Yeah. I would love to work with him.
Oh, you want to? He's gonna be in Sacred Grounds.
Pardon me?
You can work with him. He's gonna be in Sacred Grounds.
Oh, is he really? What's he gonna play?
He's playing the sheriff.
Perfect.
See, Sacred Grounds is the prequel to my Searching movie. So he's an FBI agent in that. So his descendant is the sheriff back in the 1800s.
Okay. All right. That's cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, now you got to let me know what it is I need to look at playing in this movie.
Yeah, I'm doing my final draft of it. The first draft's done, but now I'm going to go back and now I got to get you a really good character in there. So yeah, Beverly's going to play like the Miss Kitty from the Gunsmoke.
Yes. How perfect.
Yeah. So
how perfect that is.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. But let's talk about your class.
Let's talk about. So I own Actors Audition Studios.
I'm going to put that on here.
Yes, please do. Actors Audition Studios.
Right there. Boom.
I have one book on acting out. The second one should be out. It needs to go to the final stuff before they put it together, which is specifically an acting book for people in the industry. But Get Started, Not Scammed. My first book is my journey plus the whole industry. But I have a new program for beginners called Start Acting Today. And that's an online program that I've created for beginners. And so I am going to scoot over to the studio area and let you meet Marie Weatherall
Okay.
and Malcolm Bozdinovich.
Cool.
And I'm going to enjoy this. So give me 15 seconds to walk
You're
up.
fine.
Oh, I have to take it off. Okay. This off.
Oh, see, little doggy.
Yes. Charlie the poodle. How y'all doing? Y'all are doing great. This is teamwork. I'm loving this. I've gotten it off the page. Yes. Look at that. Look at how well we did that, guys.
All
Studio
right.
one.
Wow. Oh, wait, even your poodle's an actor?
Well, this is Charlie. He's the one still with me.
Yeah.
This is Baby, the love of my life. And then there's another one up there. Yes. It's a place.
Cool.
Okay, let me see how this is. Oh yeah, that works.
Yeah, that's great. That works.
I think let's bring in, let's see. Let's bring you all in. And Malcolm, I'm gonna put you over there.
Okay.
Marie, I'm gonna put you here. So
Hello.
here let's see, we gotta squeeze together a little more, guys. Let me do a little less of you, Glenn, and see if I can
Let
go.
me see if I can make my thing here smaller, maybe. I don't know.
How is that?
Leaning like
That's great. There you go. How you guys doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm glad your boss there got on my show. That's difficult.
So Marie has done an incredible amount of work. She's got several films coming out. You want to tell what we've done? We've got you.
Yes. So I met Laura on Ghost Party. That's what actually brought me to Texas. I bad bitch with her as well. I did a movie called Insane Like Me with Eric Roberts. It's a vampire horror movie that's coming out this year.
I like horror.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it's her love language. I'm going to start using that in interviews. Horror is my love language.
Well, you like my title, right? Lights, camera, horror.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not action, horror. So.
And I just booked a faith-based film actually, where I get to play a cheating wife. So that's new for me, but I'm excited.
I hope.
Yeah.
So one of my specialties here at the studio, it's different than other acting classes in that I've created my own technique, the audition method. And my goal is to take actors and move them very quickly. By 3 months, 6 months, I want them on a set somewhere.
Wow.
So we work really intense for the first 3 to 6 months and make that happen with the marketing campaign and the work, very, very fast, solid work. So usually in acting classes, you take a lot of classes. It's like a lot of classes, and you don't get to a set, right? And we need to get out of class and on a set. So that brings me to Malcolm, who has not been with me very long, not even a year. I mean, maybe 6 months. And his first audition, he books the lead, and through networking, they brought him back. He just finished his second. You want to tell him about the characters?
Yeah, so first film I ever did, it was a student film for a really nice school in Dallas called St. Mark's, and a lot of people auditioned for it. It was their end of year project, so it was very big and very professional. And with her help, I booked it. First ever audition, booked it.
Playing a bully.
Yeah, playing a bully, lead role. And
wow.
made friends with them, and they loved me, so they called me back for the second film. It was a little bit smaller than the first one, but it went really well.
But it was playing.
Great.
It was literally playing the Kevin Bacon character from Footloose. And I had to find Footloose for him to see the dancing sequences, how he's going to teach this guy how to dance, right?
Original?
And a guy showed him the original, yeah.
Kevin Bacon?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's the best one. Yeah.
So good.
Yes.
And so he got these two opposite, this bully and then this great cool guy, these two roles that we did. You know, the audition technique is so important because all of the self-tapes, we have to be sure that what we send in has the whole flavor of the show, and it shows a fully fleshed out character as much as you can do in an audition one-on-one with nothing, right? Because it's just on the screen and it's just sides. So I'm very proud of both of them because, I mean, most of my actors, when they go on audition, they book a callback. That's very common. So Marie just had an audition that was the same audition that what some of my actors in LA had. And what I love is that, you know, all these auditions go out on the big casting sites, but I will have actors pulled in around the country on the same projects. And I know it's because they're seeing their skill and the marketing level and everything is top of the line. And then we've got callbacks, Super Bowl day.
Yeah.
Both of them for a film. Another one of my actresses starred in. Her name, I don't think you can see her on the wall. Her name's Alicia Underwood.
Which one?
I think I got to scoot it over. Let's see, it goes that way.
Yeah.
Do we see Alicia?
Oh, wait, no, other way.
I go
Yeah, I
this way.
can see the names. I can see the pictures.
Let's see here. Oh, we're getting close.
There we go.
And I got to go up.
Do I hear her by shoulder?
It's a good thing that you're the cameraman, not me. There's Alicia up at the top next to Daisy, the poodle.
Okay,
So,
there you go.
Her
Yeah.
website is also great, aliciaunderwood.com. And
Cool.
she has had an incredible career. And her film that came out in October was House of Dolls.
Okay.
Yeah. And so they immediately ordered House of Dolls 2. So we've got some actors
Wow.
callbacks on that pretty soon.
Well, I got something I can help you with here. I told you my producer for Cemeteries
Yes.
is a Hollywood casting director, Matthew Berry.
Okay.
You know Matt Berry?
I don't.
Matthew Berry was in The Wraith. He played the boy that works at the hamburger stand. But he also he casted the Rush Hour movies.
Okay.
He cast the Notebook.
Oh, I did see that. I feel like that was on your website or something. Why would I?
On IMDb Pro.
Yeah.
It's all the information on there. He
Matthew Berry.
Matthew Berry. Well, you remember, you've seen the Notebook, right? Have all you guys seen the Notebook?
Yeah. of
He's
course.
the doctor that talks to James Garner,
Mhm.
the one that's married to the lady with the Alzheimer's or whatever.
Yeah.
Mhm.
He's the doctor in that.
Okay.
But super nice guy. But what I'm saying is he'll be doing Cemeteries, and Laura, he'll probably get a hold of you to audition some of your people. So, and I'll make sure that happens. So
That would be awesome. And
yeah.
that's
So
incredible talent. That's for sure.
yeah. Well, he's a great guy. I think you enjoy talking to him. He's really polite and everything. So
Okay.
yeah, just to throw it out at you. So
That's fantastic. No, it's mental note. So yeah.
yes, yeah.
When
So
is that?
that's gonna be fall. Hopefully, we'll be filming in Louisiana.
It's
Okay.
right next door.
Yeah, right. So when is your film shooting?
We're shooting for the spring for Sacred Grounds. That's what we want to do. So
This coming spring?
we'll be towards more into the summer, but because you don't want about 20 guys in these costumes in 90-degree temperatures. So, you know.
Well, we've done it mostly in horror movies. You have freezing temperature, and
Yeah. I know. Believe me.
mostly
We shot in November for In the Shadows here in Ohio. And it's
okay.
usually mild, but it was like 10 degrees, snowing, and that wasn't supposed to happen. So
At
almost
night.
the whole week, it really sucked badly. And I don't want to put my actors through all that crap either. So
That's it's hard. I mean, I shot a film in Yugoslavia.
oh geez.
That's like negative 10, 15
Yeah.
degrees, and I mean it was so cold and so much snow. But you know, those are the things that build your resume of what you can put up with.
Yes.
You know, when you sometimes I always tell the actors, you know, we have to act and be sure we don't get caught acting, right?
Right.
When you're fighting physical issues with freezing or heat unbelievable or something incredibly uncomfortable, you can't imagine all the things that can happen. You have to really dig in. And
Oh yeah. It's man, when we shooting that, here's Michael Perret. He lives out in LA, 80-degree weather, up to 20, and the poor guy. I mean, we shot a lot of scenes, and it just didn't work because the temperature. You know, the whole movie is like in the fall, and then you see these scenes with their smoke coming out of their mouth when they talk.
yeah, That's what the
Yeah.
ice is for.
Oh, geez. I don't want to do that again. Every movie I make now is always going to be in at least 50 and above.
And we shoot a lot of demo tapes here, and during pandemic I started bringing the LA crew here instead of taking all the actors there.
Right.
The demo program I have, but we brought them all here, and we hit the rainiest seasons Dallas has ever had during those shoots, and we had to adjust and play things back and change locations. And rain is hard because it's so loud.
Yes.
It's very loud when you're listening to it. The things that when you're watching a movie you might not notice. It's not supposed to be raining, but it's just we're hearing it, right?
Where you at, in Dallas area?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Dallas?
Yeah.
Hey, I know somebody from there. Leslie Dean.
Oh yeah, Leslie Dean is here. I think.
Yeah. Oh, she close to you?
I'm not sure.
Yeah. I think she's Fort Worth area or something like that. So
In Fort Worth, yeah.
I think, yeah.
I feel like we might have been on the same flight recently. It seems like a lot of us were on the same flight. Felissa was on the flight, and that really cool actor, Dylan McDermott.
Dylan McDermott. Wow, he's a good actor.
Yeah, he's got a crazy story. I don't know if you know his story. Wow.
No, I don't know what you can go and tell me. No, I'm just kidding.
No, you have to literally read it because it's so complicated. His story.
Wow.
And you're like, that's quite a life he's led. He came from a very dramatic family.
Yeah.
Just read his bio. It's crazy.
I want to put your there's the Actors Audition Studios for people to know that, and then here's your email for you so if they can.
Oh yes, thank you. Mm-hmm. Right.
Yeah.
It's right to me. Yeah.
Yes, that's it right there. So yeah, I'm gonna use a lot of your actors in my movie, so we'll get you guys going, and it'll be fun. I mean, it's always fun. It's always fun on the set, just and I've got a great production manager. He puts everything together, and so there's never complications. So even though we do have them, but I'm talking about people arguing or all that.
Right.
Waste of time.
Just the teams you put together. Roseblood was one of the best productions I've ever worked on, ever.
Wow. You know what? I got to watch that. I haven't watched that yet. I know it's on YouTube. I think it's free.
Yeah, because we used so much of Seven with some of the psychics. He got away with a lot. I mean, he used Peter Anthony went and found all the original props and things in a lot of it, and put Terry Kaiser. I have him.
Oh wow, yeah.
And
I need to talk to him sometime.
The clothes, the original clothes that he wore, it was all like that. So it's very.
It was the original from Seven.
He copied them. He got.
Oh, he copied. Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it was really cool, and so it's free because he can't make money on that one with what he used from the original licenses and stuff. So you can watch it free on YouTube, and then he's got the new films coming out. So definitely check it out, I think. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So like when you guys do your movies, whenever you're going to go do a movie, just tell your people that you're working for there, saying they can come on my show and get it out there.
Okay. Well,
yeah. And even you, Lar, whatever movie you got coming up, say it. Let's get it out there.
Thank you. I think all mine are out right now. I don't think I have anything right now coming out. Oh, Bad Bitch.
Yeah.
Bad Bitch. No, and another one.
Do you know where it's at? Where can people see it?
Not out yet.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not out yet. Okay.
And then my dear friend Becca Rose, she's got one out called, and she did it with what's the guy's name?
Scott Ennis.
Scott Ennis from Scooby-Doo's voice.
Oh yeah, yeah.
He produced one called Bad Habit, and she plays a nun who's very, very bad. And that's about out. Yes, that's a great one. That audition was really interesting to shoot for her because it was a lot of eyes, and Becca's very foreboding looking. She's got widow's peak, and shooting that audition, it's a scene where she's like making the kids eat in the nun, the convent. And I'm like, I said, no expression, just look at them. Just look at them. And because it's so creepy, just feeding them. And she'd just look. I just have her look. And she booked it. Great.
Yeah, I don't have them signed or whatever, but there are some people that we are going after for Sacred Grounds that you might know. We're trying to get Wes Studi, the Indian actor. He's in Dance with Wolves, and he played Geronimo in Geronimo, Last Mohicans.
Wow.
You know if you've seen him, Wes Studi.
Yeah. I'm more
And
visual.
we're trying.
I got to see the visuals to get it.
Exactly. You're like me.
Yeah,
Name.
throw a bunch of names at me. I'm like,
And I'm going to try to get Scott Eastwood involved. So
Okay.
Clint Eastwood's son. Yeah. So hopefully we get that, and then start you sprinkle in some Lar Park, and then you put in some Beverly Randolph and Michael Pere, and then you got a great cast.
Yeah,
And then you throw these young guys in there, and then it's like, wow. Because I'm going to need like a little Billy the Kid. He has that Billy the Kid look right there.
Oh, he could so do a Billy the Kid.
Oh, there's no doubt.
Long and kind of.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah. Well, you have a cowboy hat on anyway, so.
Yeah, but no, he would be great at that for sure. Isn't it fun getting to actually get to meet them? I was hoping that we could pull it all off today.
We can. Anytime you want to do a big show about your class or whatever, let's do it.
That would be fun. Yeah. Start Acting Today is just kind of quietly launched right now. You can find it on my website in order to enroll, but I haven't done a full-fledged launch on that yet, but I'm excited about it. It's a good program for beginning actors.
Okay.
It's all of the beginning stuff.
You have. Let me do this for you real quick here. Let me take a second. You got a second for me to do this.
You bet.
I'm going to put on your demo.
Oh, that sounds good. Those are some of the demos I make here.
If it lets me, because it's a YouTube, huh?
Yeah.
I can't get it on there. Let me see here. I'm sorry, guys. This is new to me. This stuff. I tell you what, I'm gonna throw it on my next show. Okay, is that okay? Because it's on YouTube, and YouTube it's hard to transfer it into a file.
Oh no.
Oh, you got a way of doing it?
I don't know. They won't just let you play it. Oh. Okay.
You used to be able to do it easily. Just grab it, and then you can throw it on like a trailer or whatever.
Right.
Anymore. It's really difficult.
That's too bad. But
yeah, that's okay. Don't worry. I'll figure it out. It's just all.
Figure it out.
Yeah, that's what you got to do, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, there's just so much that you're doing technically. It's made all of us have to be tech people when that's not what we do, right? It's like I'm not a tech person. I could shoot auditions, but that's not what I do. I'm an actor and acting coach.
You see my let me see here. See underneath my name?
Yes.
That's what I am. I'm not a.
Doesn't say tech guy, right? Right.
Yeah. So it's like when you weren't on yet, I'm like talking to people. I'm like, I don't know what to talk about, guys. I'm sorry, but blah blah blah. But it ain't your fault. Things happen. But
play the videos that I sent you. I thought you'd be running those and like.
I got that before you came on, so I didn't
get.
I still can't because it's YouTube. It's crazy.
Darn it! I don't know how to fix the problem. But thank you so much for letting me share the space with you and talk about the projects. And
we need to do a show with just you and your students. We want to talk about nothing else. We just talk about what they're doing and we'll have fun. And then you can.
I've got a lot of them that are working all the time, and I mean that would be a lot of fun. We'll do a talk show about the studio.
Well, it could be if you guys can come up with a date that you want to do it. I can do it at any time. So you don't have to be a Monday.
Send me some of your horror scenes you want to see, and they can do the auditions live on the air.
Wow, that'd be cool.
That'd be
fun. Yeah.
Great idea.
I think it'll be a lot of fun. So
we can do that.
So stay in touch with me and let me know what you want to do, and then we'll go from there. And I appreciate you guys coming on.
You bet. Thanks to everybody that jumped in to watch. I so appreciate it.
Oh yeah, I'm sure they're all excited. So I mean, I was excited, so they got to be so, right? Yeah. Well, thanks, guys.
All right.
Thank you for having us on.
Thank you so much. Take care.
Hey, we'll be working sometime soon, so it's have fun.
Y'all
all right.
Out there.
Yes. So my communications with Lars always will be through your email, like sending scripts, whatever needs to be done. Okay. All right. Sounds good.
All right.
All right, guys. We'll talk to you later, okay?
Bye.
Bye-bye.